EA Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Monday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Keontae George. Walker Kessler is out there with Markkanen. And it's Bailey in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Back to LeBron. Pass to Reeves. Kessler with the rebound. Here's George, guarded by Doncic. Doncic against George. He can't get it to go. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Doncic against George. Front past the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reeves with it. Lakers working the ball around now. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
He's off on the first.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
Good on the second free throw. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Markkanen a screen on Reeves. Here's Bailey. Good on the triple. Bailey's got 5 points so far.
It's not just the decision making, it's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Markkanen passes to Bailey. And he lobs it up toward the rim. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hachimura.
The D feels like it's everywhere. That pass should not have.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. George looking around. Takes it out to Markkanen from the arc. The rebound by James.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Doncic.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
For the Lakers, Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
The free throw is good from Doncic.
Ask any of the elite defenders in the NBA, and they'll tell you Doncic is one of the toughest to guard. He's got size. He's got skill. He can get downhill. He mixes his pace. So much to contend with when you're dealing with Luka Doncic.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at Kessler, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Here's George, 11 points last game.
Tight D, tight D.
Markkanen a screen on Doncic. George passes to Bailey. The shot's good on the assist by George. Bailey's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Jazz. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. LeBron a screen on George. LeBron outside. Pass to Reeves. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Markkanen. Still yet to score. Off target from three-point range. Now, here's Hachimura. He's covered by Kessler. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Los Angeles. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by stops, pops, and a little up that time, but it drops. James has got 9.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Doncic against George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 6. And it's hauled in by Markkanen.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Bailey.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Ayton a screen. LeBron kicks to Ayton. James the pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And James gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. And now that's 11 points for LeBron. Doncic against George. Over to the wing. Pass to Markkanen. Wants to get it to Kessler and does. 6 to shoot. From downtown. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who could space the floor with that three-point shooting ability.
Hachimura finds it. And here is LeBron. Ayton sets the pick for James. Driving to the basket. And finished off by LeBron.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jazz trail by 5. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, fans. Here comes York.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensible is checked in. Bailey passes to Kessler. Here's Sensible. Pass to Markkanen. Makes it off the glass. Markkanen's got 5 now.
How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big time finish.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Utah with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Here's James. It's good again, and an excellent 7th-rate shooting night so far.
You might want to check your sanity if you're trying to check LeBron James at the cup. My man can score in there.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Third team foul. Shooting for Utah. Kessler at the line for 1.
And Kessler, no good on that one.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
LeBron kicks to Hachimura. And the call will be on Keontae George. That is his first foul
puts him in the bonus.
From deep LeBron. It's hauled in by Sensible. Jazz trail by 3. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lakers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Here's James. And James throws it down.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
So it's the Jazz now. Pass to Sensible. Bounce pass Markkanen. Fires from deep. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
It does not happen too often. The boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Markkanen with it. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. LeBron outside. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Bailey and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Doncic. No good on the 3.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Throws it up high, and Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Now here's James. He's covered closely. Pass to Hachimura. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Ayton wide open. Drains the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Here's Bailey. Back to George. Now here's Markkanen. And there's another one for the Jazz.
I'd love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers hot squad. Let them hear you.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. .51 left to play in the first quarter. Martin with a screen on Lillard. The train. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And he makes that one.
Every defender's nightmare when playing this team. Lillard just with better offense.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Fall can't hit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Utah shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. There's a good screen. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint, releases, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That's his first personal foul.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Utah making a change here. Collier's checked in.
Shooting 1.
Utah trailing here. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Martin. Clock at 4. Here's Collier. Covered by Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he comes up with the deuce. Collier's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. So it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Utah's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. We've got Connect. He's out there with Damian Lillard. James is out there with Fall. And it's Laravia in at the power forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Frank, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
So he gets them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Lillard outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Back to Williams. Lebowski passes to Martin. Williams for 3. Fall with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic comes in for LeBron. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, you're doing well, but the rest of the team's kind of struggling offensively. What are they doing to take everybody else away?
They're doing a good job of keeping the ball in front of them, just contesting our shots. We got to continue to move the ball from one side to another and get some good looks. But when we get them looks, we got to knock them down as well.
We'll see if they fall in the second half, LeBron. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
The Pistons are at less than 100%. Boy, the loss of Cade Cunningham, man. He's such a strong presence. He has such an impact on the game in a big, big way. Man, they'll have trouble riding this out without it.
Next man up, that's what's up. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Now, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
So on the floor for Utah, Walker Kessler is out there with Markkanen. Then it's George, and it's Bailey in at the 3 slot. Rebound the Lakers. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's James. Defense right on him. Tries from 7. Oh, James muscles it in.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
George passes to Markkanen. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 8th assist here tonight. James, a screen on George. And here's Doncic from the arc. The triple! Doncic!
Doncic loves the ability to respond with a 3. That is tough.
Here's Bailey. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. LeBron is screen on George. And a wide open look for Hachimura. From outside, off the mark.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. Name a type of shot. Deontay George can hit it more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
First trip to the line for him here.
Your 2 shots.
The first one falls.
6'4", guys. Keontae George brings both length and athleticism to both guard positions, and you love that on the defensive end he can guard multiple as well.
And the Lakers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Lakers trail by 8. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. James outside. LeBron. Oh, what a dunk!
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Jazz leading by 6. Here's George. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. George has got 7 points in the game. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Reeves. LeBron sets the screen for Reeves. Those 3 pointers off the mark. The Jazz shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. James kicks to Lillard. James a screen on George. Lillard from outside. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Markkanen in the corner. And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 7.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Now James. He's got 23. Inside, here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
It's amazing LeBron draws so much attention in pick-and-roll situations, but always looking to give it up to a teammate.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And you show us your best move. Give yourself a big round of applause.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
LeBron dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
fluidity in the screen and roll. DeAndre Ayton so good at taking what he sees in these sets.
Markkanen passes to George. Back to Markkanen. Takes a three. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A shot by Lillard, wide open. Offline with his three. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. 6-point lead. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Here's Bailey. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bailey's got 21 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
James the pass to Ayton. And a missed layup. Jazz leading by 9. And stolen by LeBron. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from James. Utah's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Markkanen passes to Bailey. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Laravia's checked in. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Reeves the pass to Ayton. LeBron against Markkanen. Pass to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of power.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Lakers trail by 9. Now here's James. 25 points in the game. Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by George. Pass to Markkanen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Lakers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Finish inside by LeBron.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They grab their own miss. Here's Bailey. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. James looking it over.
And checking out some stats for George. How he did last season. He was around 14 points a game last year. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And And the first one at the line is good. The Jazz making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Please put your hands together for your Lakers.
To check out DeAndre Ayton. Last year, getting it done. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Lakers on D. Pass to Bailey. Kessler the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Another miss by Utah.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
LeBron passes to Ayton. Misses from close range. Jazz leading by 5. Stolen by Reeves. Lillard dishes to James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Jazz?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And the Lakers making a change here. Connects checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Williams is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Pass to Sensabaugh. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bailey. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bailey's got 12 points now in the quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them. A one-game road trip. LeBron's shot is good.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Jazz passing it around. Martin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Jazz have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Good, Martin. Lebowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 3. Jaime Jaquez is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Connect. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Fall in at the first. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward. And he needs to be as an undersized player.
James the pass to Jaquez. Back to James. Pass to Fall. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Fall's got 11 points in just the second half. Here's Williams. Lebowski passes to Williams. And a slam by Williams.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Paul, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Filipowski.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Jazz making a change here. Springer's checked in. And both free throws good from Paul.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Martin with the screen for Williams. He nails it. We're tied up.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And here is LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up James. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. That's 7 points for Jaime Jaquez.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Springer the pass to Filipowski. Outside Williams. Pass to Springer. Shoots the 3. Lakers with the rebound. Jaquez outside, and here is James. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Shoots in deep. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Over and over in his career, LeBron James has absorbed contact, and it hasn't mattered.
Outside Williams. Shoots over Connect. That is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 3 in the basket from Williams.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Paul can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Springer. Here's Sensabaugh. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's all been by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Martin kicks to Williams. Back to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Paul looking around. Kicks it out to LeBron. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Williams. Outside Martin. Martin with a screen on Paul. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. Hawkins finds James.
Martin.
Collier. He's checked in for the Jazz.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Martin against James. Pass to LaRavia. Kicks it out to James. Clock is at 3. Paul with the 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 4. On the wing, Williams. He's defended by Reeves. Here's Collier. Lets a floater go. Sensible. Carries it from 3-point range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Paul with the ball. Pass to LeBron. Here's Ware for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. Ware's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, LeBron James always surveying the floor. Few players in the history of the game have the court vision that LeBron has.
Here's Sensible. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
James with the bucket.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what, 3 or 4 here in the 4th?
Pass to Sensible. Banked in off the glass. Sensabaug's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
LeBron against Martin. LeBron passes to Reeves. Back to James. Takes the 3. Filipowski grabs the board.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Martin. Here's Sensible. Teardrop shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
5th personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Utah. Sensible. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The Jazz making a switch here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Martin. Bailey, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Lakers leading by 3. LeBron up top. Back to Doncic. No good from outside.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Sensible. He's covered by Hachimura. Markkanen a screen on Reeves. Shot clock at 6. They get a hand on it. And stolen by James. Pass to Reeves. Back to James. has got 42 in the game.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And here is Markkanen. He's covered by Hachimura. And it's good, 2 points. Markkanen's got 23.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Doncic against George. Stolen by Kessler. Now, here's George. Guarded closely. Bailey passes to George. Here's Sensabaugh. He's defended by Reed. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Kessler, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that's straight toughness. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Jazz passing it around. Markkanen passes to Bailey. And stolen by Ayton. And here's Reeves outside. A rebound by the Jazz. Sensabaugh to the paint. Stolen by Reeves. Doncic against George. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Markkanen. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen. But we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
Thank you, David. Pass to Bailey. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Bailey's got 29 in the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's James. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. James sets the screen for Reed. And here's Doncic from the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And good that time. Now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Keontae George steps in at a big time moment. That's a huge basket.
Doncic finds Hachimura.
2 minutes remaining in the score.
Reeves outside. There's the drive. Lays it up and puts it in. And the Lakers lead by 5.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Markkanen down low. He's covered by Hachimura.
Obviously, we've seen Markkanen make a considerable lead. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
At the line for the Jazz, Lowry Markkanen. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game's played today.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Leaves the pass to LeBron. Hachimura, the screen. The drive by James, and he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 48.
There aren't a lot of ways to slow up LeBron James in the pick and roll. Even if you defend it perfectly, he can find a way to score.
Here's Markkanen. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Los Angeles ball.
Lakers leading by 6. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. James, a screen on George. A 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by Bailey.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Markkanen throws it down.
The willingness to embrace the pressure. Markkanen, big-time delivery.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by George. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, Utah. Ayton kicks to Doncic. James, a screen on George.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Here's Bailey, covered by LeBron. And that's an intentional foul.
His third personal foul. The fourth team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
It's your Lakers White Squad. On the court, your White Squad. You know what time it is.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Markkanen. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Markkanen accepting more and more responsibility over time. Some leadership right there.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You gotta hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
The 17-footer misses off the left eye. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. The team is in the penalty. At the line for two, LeBron James.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so the Lakers take the win. It lines up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Damian. This game went back and forth. What happened in the second half?
They started off the game really well, and we expected that. So we just had to weather that storm. Keep our composure and understand what it took to take over the game. And we matched that, and it was who was going to come out and have a better start to the third. And we knew it wasn't going to be about offense. We knew it was going to be about defense. So we turned it up on the defensive end, and I thought that was where we separated ourselves.
That was the difference tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.